Hello and good afternoon, everyone. It can be better. Can we say it one more time? Oh my God, that was the best. But can it be a little more better? That's best. Okay, let's get started. My name is Shirish Murkute and I represent HR function from Mercedes-Benz Research Development, India. We are really excited to host this event for today, and we welcome you all for today's session. It's a great pleasure for you to be here and interact with our eminent leaders of Daimler family, get insights about our technology. To begin with, I would like to introduce the Managing Director and CEO of Mercedes-Benz Research and Development India, Mr. Manu Saale, on stage.
Careful. Suresh, thank you very much, and good afternoon also from my side. I see some smiles because I shared a table with somebody. All right. Great to see you all here, and hope you enjoyed the lunch this afternoon. Graduate session is an attempt from our side to reach out to all of you. Graduate session is an attempt from our side to share what we want to do as Daimler here in India, as Mercedes-Benz, one of the brands. But we also, as you see later, work for the trucks, buses, and vans here, to reach out to the budding engineers, should I call you tech freaks, right? Really people who are interested to understand what a company like Daimler does here in India, to give you a sneak peek into the activities of the company. And of course, I'm sure you will be fascinated with what you see. In today's session, we plan not just to introduce the automotive industry to you, the dynamics of the industry, and always, of course, keep an eye on the topic, what can a young workforce like you do for India, for MBRDI, for us, for the whole engineering community. And to do this, I will have later also the pleasure to share this dais and, of course, take your questions with two gentlemen. First of all, the Chief Information Officer from Daimler Trucks, Buses and Vans, Mr. Helmut Schütt. Helmut, thank you very much for joining us. He's flown in all the way from Germany for the event CeBIT, has extended his stay to meet all of you. Is a large part of what we do in MBRDI today and represents a very significant, important IT function. Of course, you'll hear him and get to speak to him later as well. The stage today, though, is set up by the HR department, and for that I'm joined by the head of MBRDI HR, Mr. Mahesh Medekar. It was the brainchild from communications and from support from Mahesh that we made this event possible today and got you all to Bangalore. Let me talk a little bit about the challenges of the auto industry today, right? I know that over lunch we just spoke, some of you are mechanical engineers, some of you are from computer science, electronics, and you must be wondering, how does it all fit into an automobile today, right? How does all those fields of engineering actually come together? Mercedes-Benz is the company that invented the automobile, 1886 that was, 128 years ago. When the co-founders actually invented the automobile, the soul of the automobile was still mechanical. It largely is even today, isn't it, right? The engine, the transmission, the fuel in the oil, the gears is what mechanical engineers conceptualize and say that's an automobile. But things are changing, and they're changing very, very fast, right? It's now more than 20 years, when I started my career, that the advent of electronics into the automobile actually started changing things. And today they are changing so rapidly and so significantly, the challenges in front of us are actually going to make an impact for the next couple of decades, right? Things, what you see and visualize here in India, like the traffic situation, things with infrastructure that you see here, and on the other hand, things that still drive mobility in the West, the concept of autonomous driving, the concept of bringing in more high-tech features in the car. This is changing the industry. Now, I know in the room there are two different kinds of students, mechanical and electronics, mechanical and electrical IT. these two branches of engineering actually have different speeds of thinking and action. Do you agree with me? Right? It just comes to the mind somehow. The speed of electrons cannot be matched with the mechanical topics that we speak about normally, right? But it's more than just that. Actually, the rapid pace of change itself with these IT and electronics do not match what happens in mechanical engineering. So today, when you try to bring these two disciplines together, these two fields of engineering together, you are challenged, of course, by a host of things, which is a feast for an engineer, actually. Problems to solve, new challenges, and things like this. And that's what we are also involved in. The competencies and the way the automobile is going to be defined by engineers in the future is changing very, very rapidly, right? Smartphones in the car, tablets, lifestyle in the car, things that are challenging the mechanical soul that is right inside the car to redefine what makes you love the car again, right? Long, long ago, mobility from point A to point B was how you kind of fell in love with an automobile. Of course, other than the styling and what you see from outside. You wanted to go, you had the freedom, got into a bike, a car. I got from point A to point B. I think going ahead, this is going to rapidly change. You still want to go from point A to point B, but I think you want to do it in style. I think during the journey, you want to watch media. During the journey, you want assistance in the form of navigation. During the journey, you want to be informed of the weather of your destination. Host of changes that are coming in, redefining the way we build cars. So even the inventor of the automobile, which is in step with the future, which is already going ahead full zoom in this direction, already has a lot of challenges getting two disciplines of engineering coming together, right? The latest in electronics and the latest in mechanical. I didn't even mention mechanical engineering. It's not lagging behind, by the way. Stricter emission norms, newer technologies, fuel efficiencies, going green are things that also, of course, excite a mechanical engineer as much, so don't be disappointed at all. There's a lot to do in that discipline as well. The question then is, what is the role of a younger workforce like you, right? Engineers who want to get into the industry soon and make a mark for themselves. Where do we see this actually going? We spoke about the challenges that are in front of the industry, right, for mechanical and electronics, and today we seek innovative solutions. As an industry, and certainly as Mercedes-Benz, we seek innovative solutions and new ideas coming from all parts of the world, and you will see later as well in the presentation. 21 countries, 10 different R&D locations, more than 10,000 people doing research and development in Germany, about 1,000 plus doing the same here, about 700 doing IT. The world is a playground for Mercedes-Benz today. It's a market, and we also, of course, seek R&D talent from all around the world. We seek that in India very strongly because of students like you, talents like you, that can actually make a difference to the ecosystem. We are present today in Bangalore. It's the headquarters, and therefore we host you here today, but we are also strongly present in Pune with an engineering workforce, of course, as well as our production facilities there. To sum up my thoughts and to actually give you a summary of where we are headed, let's play a short video. The video is expected to give you a very wide overview of where the industry is and what our role is in this organization. Can we play the video, please? Great. So it's this passion for innovation, what you saw, and to mesmerize the world with engineering excellence over various business units and products that Daimler is operational around the world. I know that in India, the word Daimler could be a little bit new to you because Mercedes-Benz is how we are known from the brand of the passenger cars here, and we also call ourselves Mercedes-Benz Research and Development India Limited. But for those of you who are new to this, Daimler is the parent company, the name of the concern together. Great. With this, let me invite now on stage my colleague, Mr. Helmut Schütt, who will introduce you also to the IT part of the organization. And I'm around after that for the Q&A with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, good afternoon. It's a pleasure for me to be here. First time for the CeBIT here in India. I normally take part, or I'm participating in the CeBIT in Germany. So in Frankfurt there is every year in March there is the CeBIT, which is really huge, very, very big, where all the IT industry comes together. And it's really nice for me to be here this week to also, let's say, get the experience about that here in India. It's also a pleasure for me to meet you here, to have young students here, young generation, and share with you what we are doing at Daimler, what we are doing in the IT industry, and also what we are doing here in India in MBRDI. So before I start, let's start with a small video as well. Could you please start it?
Breaker 19, Breaker 19, Albuquerque, South Dakota. Come on.
Dreaming of faraway places, sun is wherever we go. Living is a big adventure if you are with me to flow. Future is what you will make it. Stars will ignite your way home. So take on whatever you dream of. Luck is where your heart may roam. Because of you I am free, 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 free. Because of you I believe in you. Thank you for the love and joy you bring. Just because of you, just because of you, I'm alive. You bring life to everything I do. Just because of you, just because of you, I'm alive. Dreaming of faraway places, sun is wherever we go, go, go. Living is a big adventure if you are with me to flow.
So you see we have very nice products in all different areas, small cars, big trucks, everything we have in Daimler. And Daimler is really one of the big players in the automotive area, in the automotive industries. And Daimler consists of 5 divisions. So we have Mercedes-Benz cars. I think all of you know the Mercedes cars, the Mercedes brand, the brand for the premium cars. There's also Smart as a brand. Then we have the Daimler Trucks, also very big. There we have Mercedes trucks in Europe and in Latin America. We have then Freightliner and Western Star, mainly in NAFTA in North America. And then we have also Fuso, mainly in Japan and in Asia. And we have Benz, so this is our newest brand which we have. And we produce these trucks in our new plant in Chennai. Then we have also vans. We produce vans all over the world. And Daimler buses. And the 5th division within Daimler is Daimler Financial Services. And Daimler Financial Services is supporting the business in all the other areas and giving financing and leasing and insurance for the automotive divisions. And Daimler is the name of the overall company. So as IT, we are supporting all business areas. Without IT, we will not be able to develop cars, to sell cars, to produce cars. So IT is really involved in all our processes. My responsibility is for Daimler Trucks, vans and buses. And I have more than 1,000 people worldwide working with me in the development and support of our IT systems for the business. So the company overall, Daimler overall, has about 275,000 employees worldwide. So we have a very big footprint in Europe, a lot of plants in Europe, and also the headquarters is in Europe, in Germany, in Stuttgart. But we also have a strong presence in NAFTA, in Latin America, and in Asia. We are growing. That's really the very good story. We are growing in all business areas, and we are specifically growing in Asia and also here in India. And out of this 275,000 employees, we have more than 7,000 people working in the IT in all our locations. And we support here IT really globally, but also locally. So we have people in all the locations giving support to the business areas. But we also have a lot of services which we deliver globally from whatever part of the world for the whole world. And as I mentioned before, without IT, Daimler is really not working. Then we are not able to produce or develop or sell vehicles. So IT is really the nervous system of Daimler. This is the backbone which has to be available every day, anytime, anywhere. So the IT does never stand still. So we have 24/7 and this 365 days a year. So it might be that in one country there is a holiday on one day, but in other countries the people are working. So the IT has to be really available all the time. So here you see some locations. So all these dots means these are plants or sales organizations or R&D locations, but this is only, let's say, one part. So overall we talk about 500 locations which we have worldwide and which we support also from the IT side. To give you some facts and figures about the number of PCs, computers here, and servers as well. So overall we talk about 170,000 PCs which we have, desktops and notebooks as well. We talk about 210,000 mailboxes which we support worldwide, and we talk about more than 25,000 servers which we have in our data centers and which we are operating and running all the time. Very important for us is digital life. So as Manu mentioned before, this is getting more and more important also then together with the car. So on the upper left corner, this has to do with our working environment. So here we want to offer a very good working place, a modern working place to our employees where they are really able to communicate and to collaborate worldwide. And the other through fields which you can see here, they have really to do with our customers. And here we really use IT to get more in touch with our customers and to use different channels in the communication with our customers. So for example, brand and corporate communication. So here we are doing a lot on the IT side to offer services on mobile devices, on smartphones, give the customers the chance to connect with us, and even, and this is then really new then also for the vehicles, even give the customers the ability to connect with their car and to use services, let's say, around the vehicle, which is really enabled by IT. Then we have the product. Also in the product, IT is coming more and more in, and electronics with all that telematic and internet in the car and services around that. And then we have also new business opportunities and markets. So for example, what is mentioned here, car2go. So this is a car sharing, which we have worldwide with a small car, which you can see here on the picture. And this is at the moment in 27 big cities worldwide. The cars are standing around in the city. You can open with a card, use it for some minutes, drive around, leave it anywhere else, and then the user pays per minute, and this is all supported by IT. And Movil, that was also before in that short movie. So this is a mobility service where you can say, I want to go from A to B, and then it gives you, the application gives you the best option, whether you take the metro or a taxi or your own car or a bicycle or you walk a little bit. So this really includes all modes of transportation, so not only by car but also by train or by other means. And Daimler is therefore moving more and more to get a mobility company. So for IT we have these strategic fields we are intensively working on. So first of all, it's very important, I start here from the bottom, our employees. So our employees, they are the basis of all that. Without our employees and motivated people, we are really not able to do that. And it's also important that we have new forms of collaboration, that we are able to collaborate all over the world. The team here in India has to be able to collaborate with the teams in Stuttgart, in Singapore, in the US and wherever. And we are working more and more in international teams. And this is only possible if we have here this, if we support this form of collaboration, and also that we provide attractive and collaborative working environments. The next level is stability and security. As I mentioned before, IT is the nervous system of Daimler, so the systems really have to be available all the time. And therefore we are working on to have really stable systems which are running, which are available for the users. But it's not only stability, it's also information security, which is getting more and more important. So I think you know that information security is getting more and more important. There are more and more threats coming from the internet and viruses and many other things and attacks and so on. And so we have really to make sure that we secure our systems, our assets, that people from outside cannot really easily come in there. The next is efficiency. So it's not enough to have only stable systems. We also have to make sure that they are cost efficient, that we have really our systems on a cost benchmark level. And this is something we are continuously working on. And then the next level is customer focus. So it's more and more important really to have a direct access and to have direct contact to the customer. Yeah? We want to know our customer. We want to be able to communicate via different channels with our customer. So in the past, it was by paper mail, yeah, or maybe by telephone, but this is really gone. So today we see completely new ways of communication with the internet and mobile services and And this is something which we are working on, and to really have this customer lifecycle management in place to, let's say, accompany the customer from the beginning to the end. Next is agile business enabling. We have a lot of demands for IT, and the challenge is really to fulfill these demands as soon as possible. We are working on to make our organization, let's say, faster, more agile, to be able to really develop IT solutions very quickly. And then last but not least, and I think this is very important, and this is also this, let's say, integration of mechanical engineering, electronics engineering and IT, mobility and car IT, to develop new opportunities and innovations to connect the customer and car-related IT and to offer different services to the customer. And there we are working on, and this is really very important for the future. What are we doing here at MBRDI in the area of IT? So we have today 5 areas where we are working on. So the first part is engineering IT services. Here we have the big advantage that there is a very big R&D team at MBRDI, so we can really closely work together. And the team here is developing, supporting, maintaining a big part of our engineering IT systems which we have worldwide. So the application responsibility and ownership for these systems, they are completely here. So some years ago when we started, the working model was different. There, the team here was some kind of extended workbench that they did only some pieces. But now we completely changed that. That means there are a lot of applications here in full responsibility of the team here in India. That means there is no more other team around the globe developing something or doing something there. So in the other IT teams worldwide, we have what we call demand management. So they work together with the users and with the business areas to get their requirements, to understand what they need. But then they hand it over to the team here at MBRDI, and then the team here is fully responsible for the development and all that. The next is SAP services. So this is what we started about a year ago, that we give all our SAP systems which we have worldwide in full responsibility to the team here. So this is still in ramp up. So there is now not a transfer from all our SAP applications to the team here in India, and that means also then development, maintenance, support for our SAP systems will be done completely here. Rollout services means that we support rollout, global rollouts also from the team here with migration, testing services, and a lot of other services around rollouts. Then we have infrastructure services. Here we do a lot in the area of client management, network management, and also data center management. We have a big data center in Stuttgart in Europe, which is called European Data Center, and this data center is operated out of India. So there are very low number of people still in Stuttgart. The biggest part of the team is really here. The servers are there, but the team here is monitoring and steering all the servers, and if a problem occurs, okay, they manage it from here. If somebody has to go physically to the server and replace something or switch it on or off, this has to be done locally, that's clear, but all the rest really is done here. And then we have also enterprise services and governance. So this means that we are working also on our enterprise platform, which we have here. So this is developed here. We develop our backbone tools, which we use in the area of IT, and we have some additional services around governance here in India. So the team here has a big responsibility. It's already very big, but we plan to further grow. So there will be very good growth in the next years, which gives a lot of opportunities and chances for the team here. Thank you very much.
Helmut, thank you very much. We at MBRDI, we are the research and development and the IT arm of Daimler here in India. We are not selling cars. This is the business of my colleagues in Pune. We are not manufacturing trucks. This is the business of my colleagues in Chennai. We are here for something else. We are here because of engineers like you. We are here because there's a talent pool in India. We are here because there are competencies in India that are very interesting for both R&D and for IT. So the assets of our company, both in Pune and in Bangalore, are not machinery, are not plant and buildings, but it's people like you. We are 2,000 right now, as we speak, a little over 2,000, assets, as we call it, and are very proud of the engineering talent that we have picked up from both universities as well as from the lateral pool of talent that's available. Managing this is the job of one key department, and that's human resources, HR. Mahesh, please join me on stage. Give us an overview of MBRDI and the HR policies. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Thank you, Manu, for setting the tone, setting the foundation for this session, and thank you, Mr. Schütt, for taking us through the overview of Daimler as well as MBRDI. So once again, warm welcome to all of you to the world's biggest IT conference happening for the first time in India, that's in Bangalore. You are the special ones, special 10 institutes or universities in India whom we have selected. And we would like to find this connect or bring this connect between the industry and your universities. As I speak, there is a special occasion today. Maybe you can remind me, what's the special today? Yes. Today is Children's Day, 125th birth anniversary of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, and we know him as Chacha Nehru. And we are all children, right? If we take life as a learning and as a journey to learn, and if we want to always be with our playful minds. It's basically childhood from beginning till end. And that way we are children, so happy Children's Day. Maybe some more things, as we know, since we are having this connect, Pandit ji, he set the foundation for the first atomic plant in India. He is the one who started the first statistical institute in India. And moreover, he started the IITs and IIMs. So not only setting the democracy, or not only a politician, but also from the education perspective, he is the one who set the foundation. And that's the reason I can say we can having this dialogue today. Coming to MBRDI, now since you know more about Daimler, more about MBRDI, let me just give you maybe a deeper look to MBRDI. So I also start with video. So video please.
India is a land of diversity with an expanse of geographical and social variety. A sophisticated blend of different communities and cultures forms the Indian spirit of collective development and collaborative ideology. Scientific thought and application have always been important aspects of the rich cultural history and heritage of India. A vast number of research and development centers spread across India have contributed to a thriving technological and industrial development. Bangalore and Pune are the homes of RD's Offshore Engineering Center for Digital Product Development. Bangalore is known as the Silicon City and IT capital of India and has evolved and matured into one of the main hubs for R&D operations in India. With its diverse population and innovative approach, Bangalore has got the attention of the international community. Pune is the city of emerging industrial manufacturing. It is at the heart of one of India's strongest automotive hubs with companies like Volkswagen, Tata and Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz Research and Development India has been established in these incredible cities to harness their existing talent and industrial infrastructure. Our team of highly qualified and motivated professionals is poised to support and uphold the legacy of the best automotive brand in the world. In our R&D branch, we focus on digital vehicle development by means of CAD design and CAE validation, embedded systems software maintenance and development, as well as in the loop testing. In our IT branch, we have a strong footprint in IT engineering services, SAP delivery and IT infrastructure operations. In our state-of-the-art laboratories, our engineers have the chance to get closer to the physical product and develop and validate systems in the loop. Through internal trainings, as well as postgraduate and doctoral programs, we encourage our employees to continue developing their technical competence. Corporate events such as integrity dialogue and supplier interactions. We have one of the lowest attrition rates in the market, which enables us to build up and sustain competence at our centers. In Pune, our office also supports the local production and plant operations. The team of MBRDI is a mix of both the Indian and German community, with employees from different nationalities, ethnicity, age groups and genders. We also support the diversity target of Daimler. Speaking multiple languages is second nature to us, and English as our second official language eases communication with centers across the world. The vast talent pool, the industry-inducive infrastructure in a strongly growing economy makes India a strategic location for profitable collaboration.
Experience the energy at MBRDI.
Now let's look at how we can get connected, how we can get plugged in. Today's special day at CBT is called as plugged in. So we will see what kind of platforms or what kind of opportunities we have to get connected. This is how a profile of a trainee could look like. So I have started with my own example. I joined this company as a trainee in 1996. After spending time as a trainee, I got converted, became a part of management in HR. I was responsible for human resource development at Mercedes-Benz plant in Pune. After that, I started with an assignment in Stuttgart, so that was an opportunity. Being in HR, you can understand how it is difficult to get an international opportunity. But MBRDI or Mercedes-Benz has platform to provide such kind of opportunities, and I was fortunate to be there in Germany. After that, I came and joined Bangalore and started taking care of HR. So this is my journey, and I have a couple of examples for you to show from your colleges where are people currently which have joined in last couple of years. So as you would have seen, couple of products. This is just a snapshot where you can see we have product ranges which you have already seen. So you would have seen us, may not be directly, but in terms of our products. So be it cars, vans, trucks, we have our presence in more than 180 countries. This is our footprint in terms of our headcount, and as Mr. Saale already said, we have just crossed 2000. We are at 2040. And we are looking at least 1,000 people in next year. If you would have seen today's Times of India, there is a news in Business Times that we will add 1,000 people in 2016. And if you see, it is not now. The growth has started from 2007, and it is consistent. So we have year-on-year growth, which is 45%. We call it as compounded annual growth rate. And if you see the red line below, that shows the kind of retention we have. So it shows attrition, but we focus on retention. So attrition ranges between 6 to 7% since last 5 years. How are we doing that? So these are the some of the factors which helps us to retain our people. Be it innovation. From India itself, we have filed more than 193 patents. And there are 100 more patents in pipeline for approval. There are many other things. If you go into details, sorry. life balance. So we make sure that irrespective of traffic in Bangalore, people are there in office on time. We make sure that the required benefits are provided. We also make sure that the facilities which are necessary, especially work from home, in certain areas wherever it is possible, those facilities we have. We have an academy which takes care of your technical education to find this connect between the colleges and industries. We also have certain domain trainings which we do, and we make sure that the learning curve doesn't stop once you join, so it should go up. These are some of the things. I will not go into the details. We will have some time to have a Q&A at the end. But we do have a lot of things to basically develop your soft skills, leadership development when it comes to management. We have a lot of employee engagement initiatives. We have academy, as I said, for our technical trainings. And we also focus on language and intercultural aspect. The reason is we collaborate with our parent company in Germany, and we do also collaborate with other Daimler organizations in Japan, in US. So the cultural understanding is required. And when it comes to certain countries like Germany and Japan, language is also an important tool, not only for communication, but also to understand the culture. This is basically one question which I had during the lunchtime. So we have internship, and we basically offer projects in all the areas what you would have seen. So be it CAE, electrical electronics, be it design or development, prototyping. IT, we have 4 verticals in terms of application development. Now we are starting with a team in big data. So we have many areas where we have interns with us. Academic programs, so we don't stop the academic education once you join us. We also promote master's and doctorate program for our graduate engineers as well as postgraduate engineers. So we also promote that, okay, you take up whatever is in the line of interest of yours as well as the company. You can pursue your higher education while you work for us. Final placement. So this is a connect where you would be looking at since you all are in 3rd year. So here we are going to visit, I think some of the colleges we would have already visited. We are planning to visit Mysore. Recently, 2 days ago, we finished universities in Bangalore. So Mysore would be there on Tuesday. And we will have roughly 700 students who will join for the final placement. So this year we plan to take 200 engineer trainees, and next year this figure would obviously increase by at least 30 to 40%. These are some examples. So who's from BMS? And Dayanand Sagar. So we have Anil Kumar Gaddam from Dayanand Sagar. Sorry for the typo there. So he's the one who joined us in 2002. And currently, he is a senior program manager in SAP and Rollout Shared Service, the person on the left-hand side. Right-hand side is our chief architect, I can call him now, Ravi Shankar Yadati, who joined from BMS College of Engineering. And he was actually, I know him personally very well, he was on the verge to move from BMS to IISc, and that time he took a decision to join us as a trainee. And today you see him working at a very senior level, Deputy General Manager for IT. Recent recruits, we have Gujala Pulaiya, who's responsible for powertrain CFD simulation, joined in 2008 from IIT Madras. I think we have students from IIT Madras as well, right? Chennai. And then we have Shravanti Gopinath. So she is also in CAE, taking care of CFD simulation. She has joined from NIE College of Mysore. So these are some examples of people whom we have recruited. So innovate, that is something we would like you to do as a part of journey or as a part of your association with us, and help us to innovate more and more ideas when you are with us. What kind of attributes or what kind of qualities we would like you to get? So we would working with dedication, with inquiring minds, always inquisitive, asking question, why this is happening like this, why this is happening like that. We have managers, you have a direct access to the managers. We have open door policy where you can also directly talk with head of the departments, even with managing directors. We have sessions where you can openly ask questions. We need also passion. So that is one of our values. So we need passion for automobile, because that's our bread and butter, and those are the products. And then we would like you to be with us with your social skills, because we are multinational or international organization, and we would like people who have that mindset to work in different cultures, different societies. So these are the 4 values which we basically try to inculcate, and these are the values we strongly believe in. So passion, respect, integrity, and discipline. So we invite you basically to be part of this journey and help us to basically live those values as we go along inventing our products. So with that, I come to an end, and before that, I say that, okay, let's talk, or let's start the question and answer session. I would like to offer you a kind of a parting gift. You must be expecting what gift we are going to get. So the gift for you, or the offer for you, is internship at MBRDI. So you can contact Shirish or any colleagues who are there in HR, and then just let us know your interest. We will show you what are the kind of fields where we will offer the internship, and welcome. So thank you for your time, and I would like to hand it over to Sumant for the Q&A session. So we have some questions already, so we will answer them first, and then we will see. Yeah? Thank you.